Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning in. So this video is just going to be kind of like an update, and I just have a really important message that I want to share with you guys. So this video actually was part of a vlog. Some of you may know that I was in Europe traveling with Jamie, my husband, and this part of the video was in that vlog, but I just didn't feel right having the two combined together, so I just wanted to separate this and make it its own vlog. So I know some of you guys are looking forward to seeing that Europe vlog, so that will be live next Sunday. So Jamie's been gone working in Europe, and I just went there recently to visit him last week. And during that time, a lot of you guys may or may not know that I am from the island of Saipan. It's an island in the Pacific, tiny little island. We are a Commonwealth of the US, so we are Americans. Saipan and surrounding islands like Tinian were hit with a typhoon. The typhoon was named Typhoon Yutu. It was, believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, largest storm to ever hit the US since 1935. So this storm was larger than the recent Puerto Rico hurricane that happened. It was stronger than Hurricane Katrina, and not to like discredit the strength of those hurricanes, but just to kind of give you guys an understanding and to paint a picture for you guys on how serious, how devastating this typhoon was to our island. So our island is tiny, it's so small. If you try to look for it on a map, it's going to be really, really hard. It's right next to Guam. It is a tiny dot on the map. There is only about 50 to 60,000 people that live on the island. I think around close to 2,000 people live in Tinian. Saipan's 13 square miles large, which is tiny. Tinian is even tinier. The winds from that typhoon were around 200 miles per hour. And so you can imagine, with islands that small, with winds that strong, how much devastation it has caused. It has completely wiped these islands out, and it basically looks like a war zone. I'll show you guys pictures of some before and afters, and just mostly it's going to be pictures of what the typhoon has done to the island. While I was in Europe on Wednesday, I believe it was October 25 of last week, between around like midnight to 3 a.m. was when the typhoon hit. And I was in Milan at this time. I was constantly texting my mom on WhatsApp the whole time they were going through it. I felt really guilty traveling, knowing what they were going through. I've been through typhoons growing up, but nothing to this extent, to where, you know, people are so scared that they have to hide in certain rooms and parts of their home. My mom and my family, my brother and my dad, were so afraid they had to hide in or near our laundry room because the sound of the winds were just so extreme. My cousin told me it sounded like jets taking off from her backyard every, I don't know, couple seconds or minutes. I've never been through anything like that. So to be so afraid that you have to hide, that's something completely different I've never experienced in my life. Just hearing that breaks my heart. This is why I'm here today making this video, because I feel like I have to do something, and I can't just sit back and not do anything. And so that is what happened. If you see the pictures, you'd know it's gonna take a while, a really long time to rebuild. They're estimating around 3 to 5 months for power to get back on. They don't even have water. A lot of people have lost literally everything. A lot of people don't have homes anymore. I believe the island was prepared, and a lot of people boarded up their homes, but even with that, the winds were so strong that the winds even just blew off people's boards that they had boarded up against their windows. So, you know, that's just how strong that this typhoon was, and that's how much damage it has done. That's where I'm from. That's where I grew up. That's where I was born and raised. And to see the pictures of how it looks now is crazy to me. Jamie and I just got married there in January. We do still have plans to go back in December. I don't care if there's no water or no power. I'm still gonna go back, and Jamie wants to go back along with me, and we wanna see what we can do to help physically. So we'll still be there. Sorry, getting a little emotional, but there's so much that I wanna say, but I think my goal here is just to get more awareness out there, and also just to ask you guys, if you're watching this video, if you're in any position to help in any way, if you would like to help, I know I appreciate it. I know the people would appreciate it. I will leave a bunch of links and a website that you can go to. If you do want to help, anything helps. If you don't know how to find the description box below, just scroll down to the bottom of this video. You'll see a box that says show more, and just click that and all the information will be there. But if you guys want to read more on ways to help, how to, you know, be involved in this, there's a website that you can go to. It's just www.yuturelief.com, and I will spell it out up here. I know I've donated. I have collected a bunch of my clothes, a bunch of like stuff that I've gotten from packages, like, you know, shower goods, like body washes, shampoos, and, you know, the daily necessities that people need. People that are in shelters need soaps and towels and blankets and things like that. If you guys want to help with any of that, let me know. You guys can feel free to email me. I'll leave my email down below. I'm gonna do a drop off myself. I have written a bunch of people in higher places who I don't even know if they'll ever see my email. I've reached out to a bunch of companies that I've worked with to try to see if they'd like to help. So if you're also watching this video and you know people that may want to help, or if you also know people that have, you know, contacts that could help us spread the word and spread awareness, I'd really, really appreciate that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about ways that we can get together, come together and help. Feel free to share this video. Also, if you want to help me spread awareness about this and to get other people to help, it would mean so much. For all the people that have donated, for all the people that are going to donate, I want to just thank you. My family is fine. They're safe. Our house is fine. It's the people that have lost it, that have nothing, that need to rebuild. A lot of people just have to start from scratch. And so those are the people that we want to help. You may also live near an area where there are drop-offs for the relief efforts. That would be amazing too. Otherwise, if you want to send them to me, that's great. Again, I'll also have my email below if you want to email me, if you want to ask me anything, any questions about it. I hope you guys understand the magnitude. I believe this typhoon is probably going to be one of the top 5 storms ever on Earth. Also, if you are watching this video and maybe I've worked with you in the past, if you're a company that I've worked with and you want to help, I would love that. The people would so much appreciate it. I will tell you, these are some of the kindest, most caring people you will ever meet in your life. They will give you the shirt off their back, even at this time. It's just really nice to hear the amount of love people have for each other back home, the amount of positivity. They're the most positive people. So many people helping each other out and coming together, and neighbors helping out neighbors. That's just how the people are back home in Saipan. And so I know they'll be forever grateful. They remember these kinds of things. What I do know about them is that they are resilient. I mean, I've seen the word resilient over and over again come from everyone I know from back home, and there's no better word to describe. Also, because I do want to let you guys know, we just 3 years ago have recovered from a typhoon almost just as strong. Typhoon Sodalor happened and hit Saipan 3 years ago, and I feel like they just recovered from that. And so 3 years later, to have to go through something worse than that, we thought that was the worst typhoon to ever hit Saipan, and it completely wiped Saipan out at that time too. I mean, we just got married there, And you know, my cousin and I were talking, and we were still seeing remnants from that typhoon. And so to have another one worse than that hit 3 years later, I think I paint that picture enough. So again, I just want to ask you guys, if you know anyone that wants to help, feel free to share this video. If you want to help, if you know people that can help spread the word, if you want to talk to me about how to help, I'm here. The links are in the description box, and I would so greatly appreciate it from the most bottom depths of my heart. Thank you so much, even for like just taking the time to listen to what I have to say. I'm going to leave pictures at the end of this video to show you guys. Also, I want to apologize in advance if I don't give you guys credit for the pictures. I just want to get this video out there. If I am using your picture and I haven't, you know, given you credit for it, you can email me and let me know, and I will leave your info in my description box. Thank you guys so much for being here, for listening, and thank you in advance again for your donations. Hold your loved ones a little bit tighter tonight. Tell them that you love them, and I'll see you in my next video.